What's up, guys? Welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles, coming at you today with another figure review. So today we're going to take a look at the highly anticipated Super 7 Leonardo figure. So this is a brand new figure from Wave 2. I was able to pick this up at my local toy store, Gamers Alley, and really excited to have it in hand. They had about 6 of them. Unfortunately, they did not ship them the rest of the wave at this time. They only shipped them the Leonardo figures. Now, for me personally, I have this full wave pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store. So we will be eventually getting the full wave in, doing a full review on the whole wave. But being I could go ahead and get my hands on Leonardo, I wanted to go ahead and get this review out there. And it never hurts to have 2 of each of the Ninja Turtles. So we're going to look at Leonardo, the ultimate figure from Super 7. Now, just they do come in these kind of cardboard boxes. They just have the logo, the name of the character, Super 7's branding it down there in the bottom, and then on the back, just kind of your typical legal jargon. So just wanted to show that to you. Not super important. What's really important is what we have in front of us. So these are slipcase covers. You can see here, it does kind of have a, what looks like manhole cover here, kind of embossed on the front. Got a picture of a turtle, which in this case is Leonardo. You can see his katanas here, kind of on each side. It's kind of a theme they've taken with this line. Each character kind of has their own logo or insignia kind of embroidered on the outside of the packaging. Got the name of the character here, Super 7's logoing there. These are part of the Ultimates line, so they display that up top. On the back, just the really cool kind of retro Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo there. And then to reveal the goodness underneath, you basically just slip off the slip cover, just like so. And there we have the man of the hour, Leonardo, the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really nice packaging. These were made for inbox collectors. In fact, that may be what I do, is maybe display the second version, or my second Leonardo figure as an inbox figure. Being the leader, he definitely would deserve that. You can pretty much see all of his accessories here pretty well in the packaging of it. Spinning on around here, kind of the same box box art that we've gotten on the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Kind of looks like a sewer wall, or down in the sewers. Got an electrical box here. We do have a little write-up here on Leonardo. It says the battle commander for the Turtles. Pause that and read that if you're interested in it. It's just a write-up on him. It does show here too that, you know, the Super 7 did do this kind of in conjunction with Nickelodeon, who owns the rights of the Turtles. Let's go ahead and crack this guy out of his packaging and see what we got. All right, guys, so we have Leonardo out on our table and ready for review, and just as expected, he's looking phenomenal. Let's jump right into what we always jump into first off, accessories. So we'll start here with his 2 ninja stars. As you can see here, they just look like sculpted ninja stars, probably painted a chrome silver color there. Got a hole in the middle. Nothing real fancy or special about them. We've seen these before already in this line. So we got those. He's also got these 2 weapons that we've seen for many years with the Ninja Turtles line, especially that original kind of Playmates line from back in the day when we were kids. If anybody knows the name of these weapons, drop it in the comments below and educate me. They've always been there. I've just never known the name of them. And then also this weapon, which I also do not know the name of, even though I've played with it since I was a kid with these Ninja Turtle Playmates line. But it looks good. They're painted up here in brown as far as the handles. That same silver chrome paint there on the blades and the kind of the butt of the handle here. Can't have a Ninja Turtle without a slice of pizza. So we got a really nicely painted and sculpted piece of pizza there. Got a couple pepperonis there on it. And then also he gets not only 1, but 2 communicators. So he's got one that is, you know, closed up already here, and then he's got the one that is open and ready to make contact with his fellow brothers. Looks really good. It's painted up, screens in blue. Got a couple little buttons there painted in red. And then the rest of it's painted much like a turtle shell, as we would expect. Looks really nice. Now, we also get an additional head. I did decide with my Raphael to kind of pose him with this kind of more current, serious looking, I guess you could say, face sculpt. I think Raphael looks really good that way. Leonardo, we've got this face sculpt, as well as we'll take a closer look at kind of the more toy accurate face sculpt that he comes with out of the package. This is probably the one that I will pose him with. However, it does appear to be very similar to the one Raphael has, so I don't want all four turtles to just kind of all have the same face sculpt or you know, mouth pose. I don't know if they're going to kind of give them all the same look or not, but we'll take a closer look at Raphael in comparison to that head here shortly. Now, it comes with multiple hand options, so we've got kind of these semi-open, relaxed hands here. Really good. You can see there that the nails on them are painted slightly different color than the skin tone is. Got a pair of fist hands here. You can see these hinge from front to back there. And the reason I tell you that is because the next set of hands, I'm going to explain the difference in them. So this pair of hands here that I'm getting ready to show you and the pair of hands that he currently has on him are identical as far as their holding hands. So you can see there, they're just made to hold, you know, his katanas or whatever in place. But these hinge here from forward to back. The ones that he has on him out of the box hinge side to side. So that is the only difference. I think that's a cool touch. It just gives you a little bit of, you know, difference. Gives you a little bit of customizability, I guess, as far as how he's holding his weapons or certain poses that maybe you couldn't get into with kind of this traditional front to back articulation. So we'll take a look at that. I'll show you a little closer here when we do articulation. But pretty cool. I like that they kind of attention to detail, kind of thinking that through. And then lastly here, the most important accessories probably from Leonardo's standpoint are his two katanas. They look fantastic here. They are identical, the same you know, size, everything like that. But you can see they're painted in that kind of chrome silver color. The hilt and handle here, gold, kind of up around the top of that handle. Brown paint there, kind of looks like a brown leather, and then gold here at the bottom. That may be sculpted in brown. I'm not sure there. I'm not sure if that's two different pieces and this is sculpted in brown. It may all be sculpted in brown, and then this is just painted the nice silver color. But either way, they look really, really good. Good, nice and straight out of the package. So very pleased with that. And then the last thing is kind of your nostalgic value accessory. That is your weapons tree, which we all remember as a kid having to pop these weapons off so that we could play with our turtles. But it looks really good. It's got pretty much all the weapons that we just discussed that are they're painted real nicely. They have them here in that brown color. So it looks really, really nice. So that is it for accessories for Leonardo. All right, let's bring our Leo in for his close-up here. So we'll start off with the face sculpt. So as we discussed earlier, this face sculpt that they've given us here is coming kind of more of that nostalgic value from the original Ninja Turtle line. So here we go. We've got the original face sculpt here, and you can see that it pretty much is identical. Maybe a little different there on that left side. Looks like on the left, it looks like on the old version here, they kind of forgot to paint some teeth in because it's a little bit open. But here they kind of fixed that. But either way, you basically are going to have that same style face. You can see there that the eyes are very similar. They did a great job. You can remember looking back at those old turtles, originally they all kind of had their own skin tone. So they did a great job here of matching up the skin tones here. So just really phenomenally done. And then even all the way down to, you know, you can see here his belt straps that kind of go over his shoulders. They just did a great job of kind of recreating that. So continuing on kind of with the detailed look, you can see here the bandana just kind of freely flows backward, the same as it did on the original. Front of the shell looks really good. Got a little bit of battle damage here around the shell, which I think is very neat. That's a nice touch that they do. The musculature and everything looks really, really nice. Shell looks good. On the back has a little battle damage there. You can see on the shell. Nice sleeves for the katanas here. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at how that works. So you can see they're they're kind of set up here where one will overlap the other one. That way you don't have a problem when you go to try to put these in with them scratching and scuffing up each one. So this one, once you put that one in first, then you just basically would bring this in, and it's going to slide right over the top of the other one and down. So it just looks phenomenal. Look at that. That is just amazing work there by Super7. Very, very happy with how they did that. And as we continue on down here, just looking at the legs, look really, really good. Sculpt work. So most of what Super7 does is it's molded plastic versus paint. So that's why we don't see a lot of the issues that we see with like the NECA cartoon line. They go ahead and just sculpt these things in the color that they intend for them to be versus, you know, doing so much paint work as NECA does. So it just kind of makes for a cleaner looking figure. But, you know, that could also play into some of why, you know, the price points are so much different. You know, with Super7, you're looking at, you know, a $45 figure versus, you know, a $20 to $25 figure with NECA. Let's run through articulation real fast on this guy. Head down to there, head up to there. You can get the full 360, no problem on that. Get those shoulders up to about right there. We do have a swivel here in the bicep, so you can get the full 360 on that swivel. Now in the arms, we only get really not even quite 90 degrees there on the arm. You can see that. No double joints with Super7. Now on this particular pair of hands, as we discussed earlier, these articulate left to right versus forward and back. So that's fine. Full 360 there. You do have a little bit of movement here just below, kind of at the bottom of the front of the shell. You don't have an ab crunch up in here, obviously, but you do have a little bit of movement here. So you can slightly crunch side to side a little bit. There is some spin in there, you can see, but not a ton, and that's okay. I mean, it's a turtle shell, so it's kind of what you would expect. We got a nice rotation here at the top of the thigh, single jointed knees, as we have seen with Super7, MOTU Classics. Any of those lines you're going to be used to at Thundercats. They're all, you know, single joints. We do have rotation here at the knee, so that's nice. A little more articulation added in there. And then your ankle rockers and plenty of forward and back on the feet there. So it looks really, really nice. Very happy with the articulation. I do not mind, you know, some folks would argue it's a lack of articulation. It does not bother me in the least because the sculpts and the accessories, everything is just so well done. I'm not bothered one bit by the articulation, slightly lacking. It's articulated well enough. It's just, you know, not quite what we come to be used to with something like a Marvel Legend, Black Series, Star Wars, things like that. Let's go ahead, we'll pop this head off. I want to show you guys kind of what that second head option looks like. So you can see there, we just got just a ball peg there. And we'll take our new head here. It's just got a hole there in the top of it. Just gonna pop it right back down on that ball peg. And you immediately have kind of more of a grimacing or angry, serious looking turtle look. So it's just a really, really nice look for him there. Let's go ahead and bring in a few figures for size comparison and we'll wrap up our video. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have just a few Leonardos here on our table. We've got the original. So this is actually a reissue of the original, but it's identically made. Size-wise, sculpt-wise, everything. So this is the original. We've got our NECA Leonardo there to the left of our Super7, obviously Super7 there in the middle. We've got our NECA movie turtle, and then we have our SH Figure Arts Leonardo there on the far right. So as you can see, here's the size where this guy stacks up. He is a 7-inch line, which he does fall slightly smaller than the movie 7-inch line does. I think from the movie standpoint, they try to kind of use the 7-inch marker as the turtles versus where in Super7, it's going to be a 7-inch line, but the turtles would be slightly smaller than that 7-inch scale. Let's go ahead and bring in a few of his fellow Super7 counterparts. All right, guys, so here we go. We got some Super7 figures out on the table. Now you can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as, even though it's 7-inch scale, much like NECA's movie scale is, Something like a Foot Soldier or Lion-O would be your 7-inch kind of standard figure, and then your Turtles obviously would be shorter than like the typical size, male body. So that's kind of why you saw the difference in the NECA TMNT line, movie line versus the Super 7 line here. But look how fantastic this looks. It also gets rid of a concern I had, which was that the kind of serious or angry face sculpts were the same. They are not. You can see there that Leonardo's is different than Raphael's. And man, these guys just look phenomenal. I am so excited that this line has come out. So excited that Super 7 was able to make this happen for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. It helps the channel a ton as far as getting this video out there for other people to be able to see. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Love to have you as part of the Man Cave Collectibles team. Check out some of my recent videos. I recently did a top 10 figure of 2020 video, which was a lot of fun to do. It was tough because it was such a very strong year for the action figure community. But check that video out. Always leave comments down below when you watch a video. I love to hear from you guys. I love to hear your guys' thoughts and your take on these different figures that I'm doing or toy hunts that I'm out doing. I enjoy that communication with you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time.